Ross and Michelle Metter are the parents of 3 happy kids. They have a 12, 9, and 6-year-old. Like many Americans, the Metters would like to teach their children about money at an early age, but they're off to a slow start.
We're pretty disorganized when it comes to allowance. We've talked in the past about giving the kids a regular allowance, and I think we like that idea, but we haven't actually implemented it.
The Metters also have some differing views about money.
He and I practically disagree all the time. We do have a different philosophy, I guess.
I think advice would be a great thing for us.
Children are bombarded with messages that they should buy things and have things.
MoneyWatch.com called on Rona Renner, an expert on parenting issues and the host of the radio show Childhood Matters.
And now if they have something they really, really want.
She believes giving kids an allowance can help them learn the value of money early in life.
We're teaching children about money management. So they're learning that if they want something, they can save for it. They're learning that it might take a little while, and they're learning not to spend beyond their means.
She adds, while there is no right or wrong when it comes to an allowance, she does have some practical advice for the Metters. She says first, they need to get organized.
Well, if a family wants to do an allowance and they don't know how to start, one way is to talk about how much they think each child should get. And each child doesn't have to have the same amount. I would base it more on age.
For example, for Leah, the Metters' 9-year-old, she can start with $9 a week. And with Amy, their 12-year-old, they should try $12 a week. As they get older, they can add $1 to their weekly allowance for every year of age. The Metters also need to work on being more consistent.
Hash it out before you impose a system, because otherwise what's going to happen is kids are going to work you. They'll go to one parent and ask for a little more, and the other one will say no. So see if you can be on the same page.
Daniel and Lola Ortega would also like to teach money management to their 6-year-old son, Sergey.
That wasn't me, that was you.
Allowance is tied to responsibility. Okay, if you can get the dishes out. So as long as you pull your own weight, you get an allowance. It's that simple. Just hold it still.
They give Sergey $5 a week for various chores.
Don't move the bowl. Okay.
Whether it's feeding his pet birds or cleaning up his room.
You let me be.
They also give their son extra incentive to read a challenging book.
Go. 1.
Or perform some chin-ups with Dad.
There you go. Good job.
Thanks.
He's learning how, earn money, and he knows that if he wants money, there's really the sky is your limit. I'll see how tall you are.
Half of what Sergey earns, he gets to buy things he wants. The other half goes into his savings and to a charity. The Ortegas seem to have it all figured out and are satisfied with their plan. But Rona has this advice for the Ortegas. She says it's good that they have a solid strategy.
I think the Ortegas have taken it seriously that they want to teach their child about money. And I think having something clear and structured is a great thing.
But she cautions them not to tie individual tasks to rewards.
I believe that a child should do chores and do things around the house as part of their responsibility for being in a family. But it's not, you do this, how much you get, you do that, you get this amount. I think it's better for children to have an intrinsic sense of being part of the family, accomplishing goals.
I don't think so.
Rona also has these 3 general tips for all families thinking about allowance issues. Don't put too much pressure on your kids.
With so much going on financially now, parents are talking a lot about their money troubles, and I think we should be careful not to burden children with the worries of adult worries. So let's not put too much on them, and yet teach them skills that will make them good stewards in life.
Giving to charity is a good idea, but let the child choose it.
Not everyone has a child give money to charity as part of their allowance, but if you do, it's a really nice way for children to realize that they may have more than others without putting too much pressure on them, and that they can think about a charity they really like.
And finally, don't forget to let kids be kids.
Kids need to be kids, and I think more and more kids are not being allowed to be kids. They're really growing up fast, so let's just remember to let kids be kids.
For MoneyWatch.com, I'm Sumi Das.
This is a really serious problem.